This is a walkthrough of Problem 1 on Exam 1 of Module 11 in the book Problem Solving Guide for Electromagnetism and Optics. Problem 1, the magnifying glass has a focal length of 5 centimeters. It produces a virtual image that is 3 times bigger than the object. What is the distance between the object and the lens? Part B, draw a neat ray diagram. Let's start with a nice large diagram. There's our converging lens. We know the focal length is 5 centimeters. But where do we put the object? We know the image is virtual, so the light going through the lens will diverge and appear to be coming from a point on the same side of the lens as the object. It's given that the image is 3 times as large as the object, so we know it is 3 times as far away from the lens as the object. We also know the image distance is negative because it's virtual. This means Q is minus 3p. And we can use that in the lens equation. 1 over f equals 1 over p plus 1 over q. We can substitute in minus 3p for q. Now we need a common denominator. We plug in 5 centimeters for the focal length. We write 1 over p as 3 over 3p. And then we can do the subtraction. We have 1 over 5 centimeters is 2 over 3p. We cross multiply, and we get p is 3 1/3 centimeters. So that's where the object is, and that's the answer to part A. We're on our way now. Let's use a candle for the object and start drawing some rays. There's the candle. We have to be somewhat careful here. We want to have p about 2/3 of f. That should be 3 1/3 centimeters roughly, and that 5 centimeters. Light coming in parallel will get refracted through the focal point, like that. Light going through the center of the lens will continue in a straight line. Those rays are diverging. To see where the image is, we have to trace them backwards to see where they meet. So we just draw careful lines, extend those lines backwards, and that's where the image is. That's where the tip of the candle is, right there. Looks to be about 3 times as big as the object, and it looks to be about 3 times farther from the mirror as the image, so everything seems to be consistent. The answer to part A is 3.3 centimeters, and the answer to part B is the ray diagram. That's problem 1.